Hi everyone, welcome back to this Let's Play of Mortal Online Season 5. This is Fun Gaming Connoisseur and we're playing on version 1.88.00.12. Okay, and it's night time as you can see, and so I'm glad to say that Haven is not as dark as it used to be. If you happen to log in at night time, you're not going to be, walking around in pitch darkness, which I think was a big issue before, but now it's not such a big issue. It is still pretty dark, but it is closer to how Myrland is in terms of the gamma levels. So I think that's a good. Ooh, this is okay. Uriels, you can approach them. Always got to be careful. But yeah, this is. I'm recording this on 1st of January, so it is the new decade and the new year, so Happy New Year everyone, and hope that you had a good Christmas break, holidays. And so when I logged in, I noticed there was a fire there, some sort of a fire, bonfire, so I'm sort of drawn to that. It's like a moth to the flame. Curiosity killed the cat, and in this game it can kill you as well if you're too curious, like me. I'm always drawn to things that are, in the distance, and see. Okay, I guess that means mounted combat. Or murder count. So maybe it's best if I wait, can I, what's this? Oh, Fuko leaves. Okay, what's this then? Oh, okay, so it's something that you can eat. Look at this, I'm pulling these off a tree and eating it for food. Yeah, so it's okay, so I don't know whether I can get there by climbing the mountains, whether there's a maybe not, although actually maybe you can. And I think I'll just put on a torch. Since there's no risk of being attacked by reds or greys on this island. If you're flinching, you don't have to worry about getting attacked. So yeah, I can run around with a torch in my hand, but I wouldn't do that if I was on the mainland. If I was in Myrland or Sarducaa, you do not do that ever. During the day maybe, but not during the night, because during the night if you pull out your torch, run around with your torch in your hand, that's a quick way to get spotted and killed by any passing reds. There's brown bears, so you can't get too close to them. Okay, so as you may or may not know, the Mortal Online 2 closed combat alpha is about 4 months away, and so for those who have bought the package that will let them in early on the closed combat alpha, they'll get to try it out. Now I am thinking about getting it, but at the moment I haven't got the package yet, so but mainly because I'm just not too sure. I haven't decided whether I want to get it or not, because I kind of like to play games that are more or less complete, that are released. So that's probably the biggest reason for me not getting the package, but I may get it at some stage. last time I checked, it is still available. So, and what is this? Very strange rocks. Right. Obviously nothing to go. Or more Uriels. And so yeah, I'm guessing that we don't have very long to wait for Mods Online 2 to come out. Oh man, look at this. They even have a snowy region. Man, that is massive. That is huge. I mean, look at the size of this. Oh man, I've gotta see this. Wow, look at that. Look at that mountain range. That is like Skyrim level. Although I think on Myrland there's something even bigger than that. I don't know, but this is probably the biggest mountain range I've seen on Haven so far. So, you know, it is very big. But let's stick to our objective, being a moth to the flame. Let's go and investigate that thing, that fire in the distance, that bonfire. I don't know what it is, but I want to find out. So that's what I love about games like Mods Online and yes, the Elder Scrolls Online as well, which has that, which does have that feeling for me as well. And is that the bonfire? Let me just. Is that the bonfire? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. But yeah, now one thing I do kind of wish is that, you know, I wish that SV would communicate with us a bit more, because it seems like they only communicate with us when they feel like it, you know, only when they feel they want to. So rabbit. And you know, I just kind of feel that it's a little bit too little communication. You know, I know that at some stage that some time ago they said that they were under some sort of NDA, meaning to say they can't reveal too much of what they're working on. But you know, at the same time, you know, I know that they're a small team. Oh, gatekeeper. So who is this? Priest. So does that mean I can go in? Well, let's find out. Oh man. Oh goodness. Oh my goodness. Yep. This video is not for kids. Definitely not for kids. Oh, Haven Arena. Behind these gates there are no laws and anyone can attack, kill and loot anyone without punishment. Only the bravest of warriors who enter, as death is almost guaranteed. Are you aware of the dangers and still want to enter and measure your strength against others? Then let me open the gates for you and you can just follow the tunnel down into the arena room. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I'm carrying quite a bit of stuff and gold coins, so maybe not at this stage, because I don't want to get looted. But yeah, so this is the arena, entrance to the arena, and I'm guessing this is Chili's, or pepper. Okay. Collecting a whole bunch of things. But yeah, so like I was saying, yeah, I really wished that, you know, SV would hire someone that would serve as the, you know, community manager, because even though I know they're a small team, but I think I heard from somewhere that Henrik or Sebastian, they said that they've been hiring quite a number of new people. So so if that's the case, if they have been hiring lots of new people, then it kind of stands to reason that they could have at least hired a community manager or some kind of what do you call, someone that's that relays news and just keeping the community informed and engaged on all things Mortal Online. And because I'm looking at other games, EVE Online and all these other MMORPGs, and even the single player games, they have community, like a community manager team that's keeps the community informed and engaged and hyped about what the team is working on next. And I think that's an important part of building that public perception. I think public perception is very important. It can make or break a successful community cohesion. Because when you go on for months and months at a time without even without a newsletter of any sort, without any kind of update, I think it can damage the community's happiness and their interest in the game. So I kind of feel that if SV could do a bit more in this regard. Oh man, this continent is this island is more of a continent. It's massive. Yeah, so I really I like this place. There's so many places to explore. So now a lot of us have suggested to SV to hire someone who could act as the community's manager, but so far we haven't seen anything of that sort. Now I don't know for what reason. So I'm guessing this is the Haven jungle, what appears to be. Yeah, so it does seem like SV has put in a lot of effort. I would have been quite happy, if they had just kept on building this game. So the whole announcement of MO2, it really came as a surprise. I was completely not expecting it, and so I kind of feel that in some ways it's good that they're making a new Monster Online, but to be honest, I would have been quite happy to just keep playing the way the game is right now, although I do have a few things that I don't really like. There's some things that I feel could be much more improved, but for some reason maybe the engine is just not up to scratch. I don't know, I'm getting under, weight under. And it's time to maybe just get rid of this. Actually, what should I discard? Yeah, I should have put this in the bank before I left. Actually, I was never at the bank to start with. I've been traveling all this time, so I think maybe I'll just destroy. Maybe I'll just destroy this. And there was some sort of a creature. Hunter lizard. Now, can I take on a hunter lizard? I don't think I can. I don't think I can take on a hunter lizard. Although, I suppose I could try. But would I survive though? Yeah, this is a huge place. And this is giving me it's making me remember times when I sulfur crystal. Ooh, nice. So you can gather sulfur here. I mean, you can gather everything here. But the only problem is you can't make steel. Oh, hunter lizard. No, definitely can't take on a hunter lizard. Alright, so let me just sit down. But yeah, I don't know, how people are feeling with respect to whether they want to continue playing Monster Online 1, because the thing about how SV is going to transition from MO1 to MO2 is very uncertain. I mean, they haven't really told us very much about how they're going to have any kind of continuity with respects to player progression. It just seems very vague and ambiguous with the way they've, the way they're going about telling us how this whole thing is going to, transition over. And so I kind of feel that they're not really telling us a lot. Everything is kind of just left uncertain, and I think that is not a very good way to to give players that sense of certainty. Okay, let's just try and take on this hunter lizard. Oh. I might die. But man, couldn't even hit that thing. Okay, let's just hope my stamina holds out. But I may just end up getting killed. I think he's going to chase me. Oh, server rebooting in 60 minutes. Okay. Okay, well, I guess I better find a safe place to log. But yeah, I really hope that SV can do more community updates and newsletters. I haven't seen a newsletter for like the longest time I can remember. I think the last time I got a newsletter was years and years ago. So I need to check my inbox, but I do kind of feel that the number of updates is at an all-time low. We're not being told very much about anything other than very, very superficial details. We're not being told on the finer things, and I think the worst thing about this whole the way updates are going is that there's just no certainty in the way things with respects to player progression. We don't know how they're going to transition from MO1 to MO2 because SV has said that they want to preserve some player progress, but how they're going to do that, they haven't really told us anything. So it makes it very hard for players to have any sort of certainty about what is going to happen, and I think that is one factor that is causing a lot of players to sort of just be not very happy, and so I think SV needs to do a lot more in that respect. But yeah, so far we haven't seen anything that would come close to what we want, but in terms of updates. But hopefully at some point in the future they will change that. They will maybe hire a community manager, and so that they can keep us up to date. I mean, you look at all these other games, single player or multiplayer games, MMORPGs, they all have like a constant stream of updates, and if you wanted to follow what is happening, there's every week there's like 1 or 2 or maybe even 3 updates. So I think this is very crucial. When you're a video game development company, you have to keep your fans and players engaged and informed and hyped. Because if you don't, then people are going to think that you're not, you don't care, and that that you can't be bothered, and that kind of translates to players losing interest. And so even though you may have a very good game coming in, but if you don't keep your players, fans informed, then it's going to work against you. It's going to work against your best interests. As a if you want to build interest and hype and engagement, then you need to put in I think you need to put in a lot more effort in that respect. So, but you know, we've been putting up with a lot of things that we feel SV could do better, and we've kind of come to just put up with what we feel is lacking. But this is not a reason for SV to just not do anything. I hope that this can lead to SV thinking about how they can do better in this area, keeping players informed. So but anyway, that's just my thoughts. I'm debating whether I should continue or head back, because I've come all this way, and actually I think I will continue, even though I'm kind of overloaded at this point. I've got so much things in my inventory. Who knows? Actually, maybe I will head back, and then maybe next time when I record, I will come back to this point, and then we'll continue exploring. So, but for now, I think maybe it's best for me to find somewhere to log off, and because the server is rebooting in 60 minutes. So, but thank you very much for watching today, and hope that you found this video useful and enjoying to watch. Hope that you enjoyed it, and as always, if you could please like, comment, subscribe, and share this video, and also please do hit the bell icon